Good morning. Good morning. You join me at Roberts Park in Saltaire in West Yorkshire. I've been here a few times if you follow my channel. I'm here to add to my collection, which you can see on my website. And with the GR3, first time I've been at Saltaire with the GR3. Just looking around, see if I see anything. Not as yet, it's very early. Park bench time. So yeah, GR3, I've set it up as best as I could. Since I've had the GR3, which is what, a couple of weeks now, I've played around with the settings, and the beauty about this camera is it's so adaptable, you can really customise it. So a bit of a different approach to my photography in terms of the images I'm hoping to get from today and add to the collection. Today I want to incorporate a bit of life. What I mean by that is to include people. It's a very busy little village, and I want to not only apply my artistic flair to the images, but also to include documentary style people showing life as it is today. So we'll get cracking and see what I can find. In terms of weather, we've got a bit of rain forecast, so that should be interesting. So it really is a quiet start. It's just past 7:30 in the morning, so it's not surprising, to be honest. But this just allows me time to get my eye in. And already there's composition. There's compositions everywhere you look, to be honest. You just got to play around, haven't you? Use that artistic flair. But I'm coming down to the pavilion. There's obviously a cricket match due today, but yeah, the pavilion. And before I wasn't taking images such as that because I wanted to just include the 19th century architecture, and you'll find a lot if you go on my collection, my website, you'll find a lot images orientated around that, which is fine because that's basically what Saltaire is. But as I said, today I want to incorporate a bit of modern day life. It's a simple little image of this. Look, sun's come out and it's illuminated the pavilion. Oh, you've got leading lines here. You've got the board line here and a path as well. That might get more interesting as the morning goes along, the more busier it gets. There's apparently a park run today as well. There is also an image I've got in my head. The side of the canal, Leeds Liverpool Canal, there's a lot of cyclists. So I want to include a cyclist. Take advantage of the IBIS, the image stabilisation in the camera. So focus on the static element and play around with the shutter speed because I want to include a bit of movement. So I've done a full circular of the cricket pitch and back in Roberts Park now. It seems to me they're setting up the park run, which is obviously interested. It's a lovely little park, Victorian Park. Lovely, isn't it? There's a bit of light there actually, isn't there? A bit diagonal though, not a good little work. I've taken this picture before, black and white, that tree here. So at the moment, it's still quiet. It's slowly building up. There's slow introduction of people into the village, mainly walkers. Try to play around with a few shutter speeds, and I find myself playing around between the settings here, between manual and my user one, which is basically the main difference is I'm using snap focus. Now, snap focus is, in the olden days, as you say, zone focus. So you focus on a certain distance, and you'll then get sharp images from that distance to infinity. So play around with a few settings. You've got options and the options I'm looking at is between 3.5 meters to 5 meters. Just need to get that distance. Turn you around. This is a composition I've probably taken before. You've got the tower there, you've got the canal and the bridge going across. So what I want to do, set up something like that, but there's a lot of runners or cyclists. I want to just capture a cyclist in the middle here. I'm going to take a couple, maybe sharp, so the moment is frozen, and also open it up to allow a slower shutter speed as well, to get that intentional movement. And what I mean by intentional movement, so it's obvious that I just haven't made an error, and you know what I mean, don't you? This is the church. You see there's a few pedestrians knocking about, like dog walkers, a couple of dog walkers there actually. Not the most interesting subjects I know, but there you go. It's my right hand side. There's the church. Let's look at this. Which is fine, you know. It's a church, it's a dog walker. Is it interesting? Not really. Not really going to get those amusing moments, am I? Those moments in time, those images which stand out when it comes to street photography. I think since I've been doing street photography, very far and few hits, I'd say, but this is the beauty of street photography. Something lying in waiting. Something good will happen. Probably hear that. That's the rain coming. Make my way down this cobblestone, Albert Terrace there. Albert named after the king. And this is outside the train station. Hello. Something different. Frame it up. Row of bins there. And just a bit of character there. Hello. Hello. Ooh, finger, yeah. Ooh. There you go. And if I didn't take the decision just to walk down this lane, I would have missed that opportunity. Right, so train passing. I'm at the bottom of the residential side, and I mentioned before the streets are named after family, friends of Saltaire. So, not just family, friends at places. Albert Street was King Albert at the time. But there, for instance, Amelia Street, Edward Street, I'm just going to walk along here just to see if we can find any moments in time, you know. So as you can probably tell, the rain is coming and it's rather heavy. So I'm a bit dubious getting the GR out. As I say, it's not weatherproof at all. I've hung around, I've had a few. I think it's an 80s theme, lots of colour. And I've also incorporated a bit of architectural in this session as well. But a different view of things. Different view. Hoping to include a bit of variety in my collection. I've toyed between settings, especially the snap focus option. Toyed between 3.5 and 5 meters. So I'm interested to see what they look like. Right, short little session. Second only session with the GR3, still getting used to it, but still a lot of fun. Right, until next time, take your case off. From a very wet Saltaire. Bye bye for now.